8.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Now you needn't worry about anything, about remembering anything,
Right.
because, oh, there we go. Hello, little
There we go.
thing. Hello, Bella. Good girl you are, little sweetie. I made notes that I actually loved her when I met her. Sweet, isn't she? Right. Well, what we're going to do is fit as much as we can into this hour, all right?
Okay.
So she will have to be left alone for a little while,
I
I think.
see. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted her a part of it or not. No.
No, well, not at the moment. If we do,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right.
You can go down. Okay.
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 Because we want to make good use of this time.
Yeah,
I have a
absolutely.
very, I have quite a ritual that I go through, and I found it works very well.
I'll just let her go through. I put that there to stop her going through, but if you don't need her,
Okay,
okay.
brilliant. Right now, I'm recording it because you needn't worry about any notes or anything. At the end, we'll have some things for you to start off with, and then when you're ready, listen to the recording again and see what else you can find. All right,
Right.
so we don't have to worry about all those notes now.
Okay.
It's much, much easier.
Okay. Let's
And
turn.
I'll send the recording to you when we've finished.
Oh, I see. In what format?
It'll be, well, it can be, you can download it, or I can put it onto YouTube. So I might put it onto
Oh, okay.
YouTube because then you've only got to click it and you can see it.
Okay.
All
That sounds
right?
good.
I'll
Yes.
put it private on there so not the whole world can't go and see it.
Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Um,
Thank you.
right. So what I'm going to do is ask you lots of questions. All right, to start with. And it's a little bit like a doggy MOT. I want to find out all about her because I know with any problem like this, you can't just bang into the problem itself and expect to solve it. You've got to go round it.
Okay.
And as I think I said, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
If we get out lots of little bits in, then it'll make a big difference, okay? Because there's probably stuff coming from places that you haven't even realized, which is
Okay.
contributing to it. Because I
Okay.
know. So the first thing really for us to agree with what we're working towards. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. It's a word just came up, and I just wanted to see what it said. But
Oh,
it just
okay.
says your
Um,
name, so that's fine.
right. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
Sorry.
No, my brain goes. Yes, so I'm going to find out everything I can. All right. So bear with me. So the first thing we're working towards, what you actually want at the end of the day, why we're doing this, is for her not to panic when you cough or clear your throat. That's what it's about, isn't it?
That's what it's about.
It must
Yeah.
be so hard for you because you must be thinking, I mustn't cough.
Yes.
If I kept thinking that,
I
I'd
yeah,
find it hard
and
not
I
to.
do more and more the older I get.
Yes,
And
absolutely. Yeah.
if I'm about to, I think I mustn't do this. But
No, no, you're right. Right, we've got to do something about it. Just tell me, oh, there's a couple of questions around it. One I asked you, does she do it when somebody else coughs? Well, you don't know about that, do you?
well, I don't think she does. I think it's just me.
Okay, and if you are out with her, say you're going for a walk or you're in a cafe or something and you cough, does she do it then? Or is it only in the
And
house?
she will turn around and look at me, but then carry on walking.
Okay, so it's only really in the house.
Yes. Yeah. Or in my garden.
Oh, in the garden as
Yeah,
well?
it's in my
Okay,
garden.
right.
Because she knows she can run off and hide.
Okay, so you think when she's out, if she could run off and hide, she would?
Probably. I
Okay.
don't let her off a lead. She's
No, no,
always
no,
on a
no.
lead. So
And the
she
thing,
knows she
other thing
can't.
then question has to be the other one, like, is it just when you cough? Well, you don't know that, do you?
Well, I think it is.
You think it's just when you
I've
do.
tried it. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you some funny questions because what I found they do, they get from you things that people might not think of telling me. And somewhere in this, there's probably stuff which you perhaps haven't even thought is relevant. So let's have a look, shall we? So the first I'm going to ask you is, imagine it's the end of the day. You're going to go to bed soon. And would you be perhaps watching television?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where exactly is Bella while you do this?
She can be, she's got the run of the bungalow.
Where
It,
does she choose to be at the end of the day when you're sitting watching television?
she's got 4 or 5 beds in different rooms.
So
And
she's not cuddled up with you.
no, she's not ever such a
Well,
cuddly
that's one thing we've learned,
person.
that she's not very clingy. She's quite
No,
independent.
she's an independent girl. She likes to
Right.
be with me,
Yes.
but not all the time.
She's
I
not
mean,
all the time on
no,
you and cuddling you.
no,
Okay, that's interesting. Now, it's the end of the day, remember? And you perhaps wanted to go out in the garden, do you?
yes.
So how do you achieve that?
Say, come on, Bella, wee wee.
And so she goes out willingly. And do
Yes.
you go out with her?
Not always, no. I don't these
Okay.
days.
And
If
when
it
she goes out, is she quiet?
yes.
And
She's
when you
all,
want,
yeah.
always,
She's always quiet. She's not a barker.
oh, good. Oh. And when you want her to come in, does she come in straight away when you call her? This is night time.
Um, she can do. If it's raining, she certainly comes in straight away. If it isn't, I say, come on, and I give her a treat when she comes in.
All right. So she tends to come in quite
Yeah,
readily for a
yeah,
treat.
yeah.
And then it's bedtime, remember? What happens next?
I just say in between there, she knows the difference between a wee wee and a poo poo.
Well done.
She's quite
Um,
well trained.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
bless her.
Um.
So it's bedtime now. So she comes in. What happens next? Where does
um
she sleep?
so she's got beds in 4 or 5 of the rooms. It's quite a reasonable size bungalow. It's detached. It's got 3 bedrooms. It's got a utility room. It's got a study. She's got the whole run of the bungalow. Sometimes she will sleep in a little bed at the bottom of my bed.
Yes.
Sometimes she will sleep on my bed,
Yes.
but not cuddled up particularly.
No.
Sometimes she will go in another room. And
While you're asleep, you're obviously going to make noises you don't know that you're making. Does anything happen when you're asleep that she runs off?
well, she can wander off and come
But
back.
she doesn't run off. She doesn't run off in a panic.
No, no, no.
So if you clear your throat in the night, which you obviously have to
Oh,
do
yes,
sometimes,
she would run off then.
she would run off in a panic.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
Okay.
She
Right.
knows what we're
So
talking about.
yeah. Okay. So during the night, in a way, she's quite peaceful. She'll either lie on your bed or she'll go and find one of her beds.
Yes,
Okay. So when it's morning time and you get up,
yeah.
I was going to say you come down, but of course you don't because you've got bungalow.
And fun.
So you get up, and what do you
Well,
do? Go on.
it varies. I wait anything from 7 to about 9.
Right.
Some days she will wait for me to be around,
Yes.
and if she hears me, she comes and finds me.
Yes.
There aren't doors everywhere. It's quite open plan,
Okay. So she comes and finds you, but she's quite calm.
but she's quite quiet. And sometimes in the morning, if she thinks I'm still asleep, she will jump onto the bed and come and lick me.
Right. So come on, hurry up and get
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Okay. So when you've got yourself, once you get up and you've obviously got your washing and dressing to do, is she quite calm?
yes. The routine is I get her breakfast. She goes out for a wander in the garden, a wee and a poo.
Yes.
Normally a wee and a poo.
Yeah.
I clear the poo up. She comes in. I then have my breakfast. She's calm, totally
She
calm.
hasn't had her breakfast yet.
Yes, the first thing I do is come in, get rid of the rubbish that's around in the rubbish bins, and get her breakfast.
Is she excited while you're making her breakfast?
She's excited now. She's dancing on the floor. Shall I show you?
No, it's okay. It's because to her you're talking to nobody, aren't you?
Well, she knows that I do talk on here because
All
she
right.
sees the grandchildren on here.
Yes, all right.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
I can't remember.
Does she?
Oh
Is
yes,
she
is she getting
excited?
excited when you get her food ready?
She doesn't get ever so excited about anything.
Okay, well
She
that's interesting. The
she
only thing she gets really worked up about is you coughing or clearing your throat.
absolutely. She comes and stands by me and waits for me to get breakfast,
Yes.
and perhaps puts her feet up on my legs
Yes.
to say, come on, mummy, I'm hungry.
Yes.
But not, I've had dogs that are far more excitable.
So she doesn't get excitable because the calmer she is, the more she'll be able to cope with the coughing that we need to work on.
Okay.
Because I'll
She's not
explain.
excitable.
Not well. Let me just explain where we're working from. We might have done it before. I can't remember the stress bucket. I don't know if you remember that. What happens is every time she gets either excited or scared or aroused, and she obviously gets scared very easily. Anytime, or even pain, anything like that happens, she'll get a rush of adrenaline, cortisol, fight, flight, action chemicals in her system.
Okay.
And we know these things stay in the body for hours. So you think it takes her 10 minutes to get over it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It takes her probably half a day. It's
Okay.
in there. All
Okay.
right. So that means that this is almost like every time something happens, even a small thing, she gets a little rush of stuff into her bucket, if you like. But before it's gone out, something else might go in and something else might go in. So now generally, we need to keep the bucket as empty as possible, keep her from getting other things which might be in her life which arouse her, keep her as calm as possible because she'll be in a better state. The bucket won't be so full and you'll be able to work with it better. And it's a difficult thing to explain, but if she gets really alarmed, those chemicals can stay in her for days. All right.
Right.
So if you have a cold or something, and this is going to happen every day, several times a day. She's going to be really, really ready for the next one the whole time and really
Absolutely.
worried.
I am aware after one of them, and I won't say the word, but you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
This. It takes her a long time to recover
It
her
will do.
computer.
It will do. Yeah, it will do. And that is the reason. So we need to look, as I ask you all these questions, anything we can find which is getting her stirred up. Now that means overexcited, if there is anything, which doesn't sound there is, scared and anything else, anything like, or even pain.
Okay. If she's hurt herself or she comes to me and wants love and cuddling,
She does seem quite calm. If we do pick out anything as we go along, we'll look at that though, because
what does make her very excited is seeing people she knows. She absolutely loves our friends. Absolutely.
We need to, though, as we go through, we're going to find ways that we can stop her getting quite so excited while you're working on this, because it doesn't matter whether it's happy excitement or fear. It has the same effect. It fills up arousal. Okay. So
nothing else makes her frightened. She's happy with fireworks. If there's a massive bang or a thunder, she looks at me. I say, it's all okay, darling. Goes about.
Well, she thinks that when you clear your throat or cough, she obviously thinks it's you shouting. She must do. She must think that you suddenly change from this lovely, kind person to something which is threatening and might attack her. And so that's obviously how she's feeling.
Okay. I mean, I try to.
I know.
Not let her think that.
I know it's very hard. There's only one way you can do it, is to get her feeling differently about the sound itself. That's the only thing. You can't deal with it after you've done it. It's too late. And you can't stop doing it. She's got to learn to feel differently about it.
Okay.
If she starts to feel differently about it, then it's not going to matter anymore.
No.
So we're going to have to, it's like a ladder. We're going to have to start at the bottom step. All right.
We did that at my house because she wouldn't come down the stairs.
Yes, I remember that. Well, this in the you coughing, it's a bit like steps again. We're going to have to start at the bottom. But we'll look at it when I found out all my information. We'll work out what to do. All right.
She's listening to every word you're saying.
Good for her.
You won't need to listen to any recording. She's lying at my feet listening to everything.
Okay, so the next question is, do you ever leave her by herself?
Very, very rarely. When I've got a hospital appointment, doctor's appointment, blood tests.
And you can do that, can you? Does she get upset?
No, she gets subdued before I say, Mummy's got to go out now. Or if I'm just going to post a letter, I say, Mummy's just going to post a letter. If I say I'm just going to post a letter, she goes and sits by a very long floor to ceiling window by the front door. And she will wait for me there till I come back. But
Okay,
if
so
I'm,
she's a bit anxious.
yeah, a bit anxious, but doesn't
No,
make a
okay.
big fuss
Well,
about
you
it.
wouldn't know when you go out for longer if she really panics, will you? Because you're not there.
Well, I've got a utility room. There
Yeah.
isn't a door as such, but there's a
Mm.
little stair gate.
Yes.
If I'm going out for anything longer than 5 minutes to post a letter, I put her in her utility room with a bed,
Yes.
and there is a window,
Yes.
and it is a bungalow. I can walk round and look at her.
But she can see you, can't she?
No, no, she can't. It's a high window,
And she doesn't know you're there.
doesn't know I'm there, and I can look in. And I have done that many times over the 5 years, and she just settles down.
Oh, right. So there again, she's not getting all agitated
No,
because you're going
she
to go.
settles
She's
down.
not over dependent on you.
No,
You looking back at my notes, it's a little bit like you're perhaps more dependent on her than she's on you.
probably.
Yeah.
She's
Um,
part my she's my life these days.
I mean, it's quite a strange thing that she's so affected by you coughing when she's generally very chilled apart from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
She couldn't be more chilled and
yeah,
balanced in
yeah,
every way.
yeah. It's
When we
really
go
strange,
out
isn't it?
for a walk,
Yeah.
when we do go out for a walk, she loves to see other dogs and other people.
Right. Well, what we're going to do as we go through, we're going to look at any ways we can make things just slightly calmer because you're going to need her in that. You're going to need that bucket as empty as possible when you start doing the
Makes
work.
sense.
Because if you've already coughed several times,
Yeah.
then you start doing the work and she's up there. It's not going to work at all. She's got to start really calm. All right.
Okay.
Right. So the next thing is when you do go out and you come back, what happens?
She's excited to see me, but not crazily so. I've had dogs in the past
Yeah.
more excited
Yeah.
that tear around and go crazy. She welcomes me and comes up and snuggles, but not massively.
Would you say you're very exciting to her when you come in?
Yes, I
Well,
say
there's your
no.
first little exercise. When
Right,
you leave her, even for a few minutes, and when you come back, be boring.
really,
Yes, be boring. Don't get her all stirred up. I'm not saying ignore her,
right.
but don't stir her up because we really need her to be in a stable, really stable situation. You don't need to. I mean, if it's another dog come home, they're not going to make a big fuss, are they?
No, they're not. Is the aim to keep her while we're doing this as calm as possible all the time?
Well, it is really to avoid, you won't be able to all the time, but wherever you can,
Right.
because the whole thing we're working on is her getting over aroused. Okay, it's terror, but it's still over arousal.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
it's like a jigsaw, as I say, these are very little bits, but when you fit them together, they start to make a difference. So
Okay.
I've known from years of experience that keeping a calm dog makes a whole big difference. And you think,
Why?
oh, she's very laid back, very calm. Well, already I've found out one or two things that she does get quite excited
Okay.
about. So you can,
You can't give me any thought, or do we come to that, or do you not touch on that? What she is scared of
well,
when
I just think she probably thinks you're angry and you're turning into some sort of monster. Something has happened in her life
yeah.
that has made her associate that noise with something really terrifying to her.
And 9 years on, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
been with me.
Well, I will. What we do as well, I'm going to do this bit last, but is find out exactly what you do afterwards. You see, it's something. It might have something to do that with that as well. You think you're doing the best thing, and you're maybe doing the
I've
worst thing.
tried everything.
I'm going to, but let's go through
Yeah,
everything else first. We're
sorry.
going to
Yeah,
go round it
yeah.
and
Okay.
then we'll have a look at the thing
Yeah.
itself, I promise you. But
Okay.
I'm already finding
Yeah.
stuff out.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. When you come home, you could just be a little bit calmer, all right? Just, it'll help. Not forever. Once she stops doing, when we eventually win, then it won't make any difference. All right? Once
Okay.
she begins to realize that that sound isn't scary.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing is when someone comes to your house, is that wild excitement
Oh,
again?
yes.
Right, but do what you can to tone it down. Ask the person, please don't make too much fuss of her because we need to keep her quite calm for now.
She's got her favorite people and
Yes.
other people that she's really not into at all, but she does get very excited with the people that she likes.
Well, they're going to be the people who get excited with her, aren't they?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you can ask them to help you.
Okay.
Please help by not being too exciting.
Okay.
Wait till she's calmed down before you make a fuss of her.
Okay.
All right?
I
Doesn't
feel
mean
bad doing it now.
doesn't mean ignore her, but it just means calm down because something's got to change. The bottom line is if you carry on doing exactly what you're doing now, nothing's going to change, is it? You've been
No.
doing it for years. So
Yes.
you've got to do some things a bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another one I would say. Ask your friends for now to tone it down because you're trying to keep her not
Yeah.
too wildly excited. All right? Because it's the same thing going on in her as when she's scared.
Okay. It's
Okay.
adrenaline, so it
It
is.
is, yes, adrenaline, cortisol, all these things in there.
Okay. Okay.
Um, right. So the next thing is when she's not a barker, is she? You've said she doesn't do
She's
much
not
barking.
a barker. If there was a loud noise in the middle of the night, not thunder, not fireworks, but just,
Something, a slamming door or something.
yes, yeah, she would go, oh,
Oh, of
but she's not a
course. Yeah,
barker.
and you wouldn't expect anything else, would
No,
you?
but she's
So
not a
she's
barker.
not on looking out the window, watching people going past and barking at them and stuff.
No, she will sit at the windows looking at people's going past and loves it. But
So
she gets
she's
up.
excited. Is she excited?
Yeah, well, she loves, she's interested in people
Yes.
going past and dogs, and her
Yes.
tail will go and she will
Right.
follow them
Okay. So
past.
she's maybe this is an area she is stoking. Possibly she is stoking herself up a little bit on that,
What,
she may
getting
be
excited? Getting
she may
excited.
be on a regular basis filling her bucket up a little bit
She
by getting
loves
excited.
looking
But she
outside.
can't do nothing, can she?
No, she
Yeah.
loves
But
looking
you,
at you.
you can't do much about it. Um, except from draw the curtains sometimes to give her a break.
She loves
Just
looking outside.
sometimes, to
She's going
make
to start talking in a
yes.
minute. She goes, oh, she will
I
start.
think it's not the looking. It depends really. You're assuming she loves it because she's totally friendly. She may be excited and reacting because she's a little bit over aroused for other reasons. But anyway, we can't do much about that. Right, next thing, food. Is she a good eater?
She would eat
Um,
me out of house and home if she got the chance.
oh, good. Well, that is very good. What exactly do you feed her on?
Um, oh, the name of it. I send for the name of the kibble. Um, I've forgotten the name of it. It's not Harrington's. It's quite an expensive kibble.
You need to have the best food.
It
She's
is.
only a little dog, so it won't make too much difference
No,
in the
no,
cost.
it is quite expensive.
Good.
You want me to find the name of
No,
it?
it's okay. Just bear in mind, though, that the food affects the mind.
It's a very good food,
Good,
and
because,
she,
yeah,
with that, so she has 2 meals a day,
yes.
and she has some protein with every meal of kibble. She has a little bit of kibble and a tablespoon of protein.
What do you see? What sort of protein?
She chicken doesn't suit her,
No, okay.
but
Oh, you mean some meat when you say protein? She has no
meat,
meat.
cheese,
Cheese isn't particularly good. Cheese
isn't
is
it?
just a bit fattening. I would give her meat. The best of
Meat.
all is liver, of course. Um,
Ugh.
and you can anyway, yes, some meat on her kibble, as long as it's good quality kibble, because
Yeah,
bad kibble has a lot of additives, E numbers, and what do E numbers do? They
not
rouse us
got
up.
any. Shall I just show you?
No, it's okay. Well, you don't
On,
worry. Okay, let's see. Just tell me if you see it.
I'd like you to know. Just give me the all clear
Okay,
on it.
just tell me the name of it because I'll know it.
Canagan.
Pardon?
Canagan.
Oh, that's a very good one. Canagan. It's
Yeah,
expensive too, isn't
it
it?
is a Canagan. And I have two different varieties.
No, that's brilliant. Okay. That's the first question, really. Just checking up that the
Yeah.
food is helping because you could, even the food can make a difference.
No, Canagan,
Brilliant.
always Canagan
Okay.
as a,
Perfect.
a kibble,
Yeah.
and then some protein meat.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That's fine. And what do you do? Feed her twice a day in a bowl
Yeah,
or what?
yes.
Right. Now, the more you keep her brain busy, the better. And I would say, if we're talking about the bucket, the things that drain the buckets and calm a dog down are anything to do with the mouth, chewing, sniffing, that sort of thing. So, like sniffing on walks is very, very good for her. What is also very good is it's working for her food. If you're just giving it to her in a bowl, you
I
really go
I've
on,
got special bowls that
all
slowly.
slow her down.
Mhm.
What you can get her to work even harder at it sometimes, like you could mix it, if it's got the wet with it, mix it together so it doesn't fall out and shove it in a Kong. Let her really work
Okay,
at that.
really work for it. Okay, I give her something like that for her supper in the evening,
Yes,
just to calm her down before she goes to sleep.
exactly that. You need to do as much as you possibly can with
Okay.
the
Oh,
food.
fish. I give her lots. Sorry,
Oh, brilliant. That's
white
very good for her.
white fish.
Very
I
good.
cook
And
for her.
sardines are brilliant for
I give
dogs.
her
Yeah,
sardines, mackerel,
yeah.
tuna,
Which,
salmon.
what we're talking about now is how you do it.
Okay.
Okay, because if you're wasting an opportunity, I would pop some in a Kong. Have you heard of a
Okay.
snaffle mat?
I've got snuffle mats.
Put dry food in a snaffle mat. Go and sprinkle some out in the garden on the grass.
Okay, I don't do that. I've got licky mats.
Yes, do that.
Use peanut butter.
Yes, well, put
Coffee
her food on it. I'm thinking more about irking for her food, not giving her
works
extras.
for it. Okay.
If you, but you know, the wet food, you can push that into a licky
Yeah,
mat.
yeah.
And certainly you could sprinkle dry food in the garden. I just think, the more she has her brain occupied in that way, these things are going to help her stability. I would be very surprised if it added together, they don't make a difference.
Really.
Mm.
I've got lots and lots of toys, games for her. Doggy
Lovely.
toys and games.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That buster mats that
Yes.
you hide little bits of
Ah,
kibble.
perfect. I tell you what isn't so good, and that is ball play.
She doesn't like balls as such,
Good.
but she loves frisbee play.
Well, don't go on for too long.
Right.
For now, because what you're doing, you're pumping her up. What is natural for a dog is to see a little animal or something, run after it, catch it, eat it, done. It's not natural, run off, come back, run off, come back, run off. And
Okay.
each time you do that, you get to more and more and more.
Okay.
But I'm not saying don't do it at all. I would say do it 3 times, then divert her onto something else.
Oh, right.
All
Okay.
right. Don't let it, there's a moment where it's no longer a good thing. It becomes getting too excited. Again, you see, there are quite a few things you do which fill the bucket. You don't even know it's happening.
Okay.
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 Because we want her in the most stable state possibly for the work, which you're going to have to work out exactly how to go about this. All
She
right.
does love frisbee play.
Good. Right. But I say don't do it for too long.
Yeah.
Put it away, go and do
Yeah.
something for us, sprinkle some food on the ground, do something else, and then, don't do more than 3 or 4 in one go. I wouldn't.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. And it
Okay.
for now, we
Okay.
just want everything in the right place, ready for the problem. Once that's solved, you see, once she's no longer frightened of it, she's not going to be frightened of it. The
Oh,
devil's
I
gone,
hope not.
So we just keep our fingers crossed. Anyway,
I
we're
throw
getting
this
into
in as part. I hadn't mentioned this. She's got a bit of arthritis in her back legs. I
another reason not to do too much
Yes,
frisbee.
that's what I was thinking. I don't do
And
it too long,
absolutely.
and I
And
do give
that
her a
also,
supplement.
pardon?
I
You
give
give a
her.
supplement.
Yeah,
Um, it doesn't actually cure the pain, I don't
no,
think.
no, it doesn't. But it's meant to lubricate a bit.
Yes,
The vet,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not
There again,
terrible.
that might add another little bit of bucket filler,
Okay.
discomfort. Um,
When we've had a walk, she will come to me, and I rub her back legs. I say, Mummy, rub Bella's back legs. And she
All right.
stands and lets me
And
rub
you
her.
massage them for
Yeah,
her.
I do.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
I adore her.
I know you do. Well, she's perfect for you. I wouldn't mind a little white fluffy dog to cuddle.
No.
My greyhound is the very opposite.
Oh my goodness.
He's
She
absolutely
couldn't be
huge.
a beautiful, really.
Yes, he's beautiful. He's aloof. You can't sort of get a good
Oh,
cuddle going.
no, 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 no.
Um,
She couldn't be better for me.
no.
Bless her.
Right, let's carry on. I'm going to go through my list, find out what I can, and then we're going to look at the problem itself. Okay? I'm already finding out quite a lot of stuff. Um, right. Apart from, oh, you told me with the play, she's got various things. You've got
She's got
finding
so
things.
many
Yes.
toys. She's got a
And
basket of
the
toys.
really active thing you do is tends to be is frisbee.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. So don't
definitely.
do too much of that. She doesn't need it actually.
No, no, no. Okay.
What we're going to do at the end of this, we're going to look at walks as well, and then we'll come to the problem, okay?
Okay.
Has she ever shown aggression to
No,
you?
not in
Even,
any
e-
shape or form.
even when she's terrified, she's never shown aggression.
No,
Dear little thing.
no. She's never ever. If she's got a toy with food,
Yes.
she can look at me and I say, Mummy, just going to take it away and look, Bella, and go and give it back to you. And
Well,
she accepts it.
for now, just because it's, or even that's a little bit stressful. If
Okay,
she's got something, leave her alone.
okay, okay,
No, in the dog world, another dog, a polite dog would not interfere with another dog.
okay, okay.
So no point, no point. Right, okay. And next thing, oh yes, and you presumably brush her and groom her quite often, don't
Every
you?
day, every day.
And she's
After,
okay with being touched.
yes. Some days she will play fight me away when I'm brushing her. I clean her eyes, I clean her face every day.
Yes,
I cut her nails, I clean her teeth. She even lets me do her anal glands,
right.
which
Good.
isn't a pleasant job, but I do it. She doesn't
Well
go to a
done.
groomer. I do everything on her.
Fantastic.
And she
Brilliant.
will sometimes play fight me and do this back to me. Other times she'll nearly fall asleep on me when I'm brushing her.
Brilliant. There's no problems there, are there?
No.
Is she okay in the car?
Yeah, fine. Fine.
Um,
Sits on the front seat in her seatbelt,
yes.
looking out, and they all say, all my friends say, or the neighbours say, what a lady. The lady of Hereford Road, because she sits there like this.
How, before we go on to the walk bit, how are you in yourself? Are
I'm not
you,
good.
no, I mean,
My,
you look a very active person.
I'm not good. I'm not
No,
good. I've got a lot of health problems, very that I won't bother
no.
to go into. I
But does it
can't,
affect being able to walk her?
well, yeah, it does. I cannot walk very far. She's never been used to going for long walks because I've never been brilliant.
Well,
Even when you came to me in
yeah,
Bedford, I wasn't
yeah,
brilliant going up and
no,
down stairs.
no, I've written it down at the time, I remember.
Yeah,
The thing is, the most important thing for a dog is not a greyhound, is sniffing.
she loves
So if she
it.
goes on a mooch and a sniff and
Yeah,
sees things, and that's what you want. She doesn't need to go on a route
no.
march.
And we sit by the beach.
Yes,
There's lots of seats, and we sit by the beach. I'm in Holland on Sea, which is next to Frinton. Very,
lovely.
very quiet, but
Yeah.
lots of dog walkers. We sit on a beach, especially in the better weather, probably for a couple of hours, and she's
Oh,
happy.
lovely. That's so such brilliant enrichment, isn't it? Do you have her on a longish lead so she's
Oh
got a bit of
yes, I've
freedom?
got the longest one. Very expensive, but I've got the longest one. Is it how? What is it? 15 meters or something like
Oh,
that?
brilliant.
Yeah,
And is it a flexi lead or is
yeah,
it yeah.
yeah,
That sounds absolutely perfect.
yeah.
Um, is
And
there
we go on
anything?
the beach and we go on the rocks a little bit, the
Yeah,
little rocks.
yes.
And I sit on the little rocks when I need a rest. And she will clamber over the little rocks a little bit.
What a lovely life. Is there
So,
anything on walks which you think might
uh,
trouble her or get her too excited?
no, I wish she was a bit more aware of big aggressive dogs because she thinks every dog is her best friend.
Right.
And
And
if
so,
they go like this or go to snap her, she doesn't understand it. She looks up
Well,
at me as if to think, what's going
well,
on, Mum?
in a way, it's better because if she was frightened, she'd invite aggression more. The
Okay,
fact
really?
she's chilled, you know,
No, she's absolutely
yeah,
chilled.
yes.
Yeah, she loves meeting people and dogs.
Right. And so what you don't want is people you know to make her too wildly excited,
Okay,
if
okay.
possible.
My next door neighbour has got two
Mm.
dogs, and she
Yes,
loves Bella more than her
yes.
dogs.
Oh. Right, I'm going to now let's have a good talk about the problem itself. Okay.
All right.
So it is what actually causes it. If you were to clear your throat gently, that would be enough to.
It would. However,
Okay.
quietly, I think I'm doing it. I do
Yes.
it even under the covers, even in
Yes.
bed. Sometimes she hears it.
Now,
She's
is
got
there
very
any sound you make, which is a little bit, it's like the start of it,
yeah,
where she'll look at you, but she
yeah,
won't panic?
yeah, yeah.
Now, what sound? Don't do it. Just tell me what it is.
I think it's when I open my brows, open my mouth, and take a breath in,
Yes.
ready to do.
Right. So that she looks at you, but she doesn't
Yes,
panic. So
yes,
taking a breath is the first sign that you're going to cough. Now, is it the same with clearing your throat? I suppose you
it
have to,
is.
don't you? Yeah, you always clear. Right. So that's step one. You know, I was saying about the ladder. Step one is drawing breath. All right.
Yeah, I don't know that I do it every single time that I cough. Just want to do it every time.
Well, what we're going to do, if we make that step one, from now onward, you're going to have to make sure you do that before you cough for
I'm
now.
going to have to take a breath.
For now,
Okay,
because we need to
darling.
start somewhere. We need to
Hey,
find a point.
hey.
We need to find a point where she knows something's going to happen, but she doesn't panic. We need to find that
She
point.
looks right into my eyes.
Yeah. We want to
Look at her.
desensitize her and counter condition her. Those two things. Now, desensitizing means get her used to it. Counter conditioning means the moment she's conditioned to be frightened, we've got to get her to think it's something wonderful is going to happen instead. I have an analogy. Now, this is about something totally different, but it explains the whole thing with desensitizing and counter conditioning. All right, so bear with me and I'll explain. Just imagine that you had the only place you could walk was one very big field. Just pretend. At one end of it, there was a train line. And she felt about trains like she feels about you coughing. She sees a train, hears a train, she goes in a totally panic. All right? But the fact is, if that field was big enough and the train was far enough away and quiet enough, there would be a distance where she'd be okay.
Yeah.
So if we were working on trains, that's where we would start. It's a threshold distance. With you, the threshold is going to be drawing breath. Right, now then, imagine the train thing. If you took her there 10 times a day and always stayed out of in her comfort zone, she'd get slightly nearer. It would take a long, long time. That would be desensitizing. Now you just imagine. Here she is at a comfortable distance. The train comes and chicken rains from the sky. Well, in her case, beef, fish or something. Fish rains from the sky. Okay. No train, no fish. Another train comes, fish rains down. Soon she begins to realize that when that train comes, fish rains down from the sky. Fish comes from the train triggers fish. All right. So what then happens? She'd get nearer very quickly, waiting for the next train so she could have the fish. All right. Now that's counter conditioning, but what we do is two things. The first thing we do is flooding. Now that is the same thing as taking her up to the train line, holding her and saying you're going to get used to it. Now you do flood her because you have to cough. You can't help it. You don't intentionally flood her, but you can't help it. The other thing we do, which you don't do, is if she starts to bark or get frightened, we then start to change what the train does. Like some people tell her off, but the train always has to trigger fish. All right. So that basically means that whatever she's doing, when we work out our thing, which will start with drawing breath, that has to trigger something special. And it doesn't matter what she's doing. She can be somewhere else. She can be panicking. She can be doing anything you like, but it is the drawing breath which causes the fish. So you've still got to drop
It
the
was the
fish.
drawing breath that brings the fish.
It does. You're going to do, I'll show you in a minute exactly what to do. Um, but even if she's not interested, or even if she's panicking, whatever it is, it's nothing to do with you. It's to do with the drawing the breath. All right. We're
Okay.
taking it like the breath and the coughing and the clearing throat is like nothing is apart from you. It's not you. It's
I
something
will
else.
say that when she is in the state of panic, I'm sorry to butt in. I don't know whether I
No,
should.
no, go on. I'm going to ask you.
When I've coughed and she's run off, scared, she's not interested in food at that point.
No, no, no. It doesn't
No.
matter
Okay.
because you've gone up for several steps. You're too near the train.
Okay. All
All
right then.
right, you're too
Yeah.
near. What we've
Okay.
got to work on is something which you can do where she's not scared enough, and it does work. And we take it slowly from there. So we've got to start. It sounds to me drawing breath is step one.
I hadn't thought about it,
All
but
right.
I am aware that it is when I do.
Now, the next thing I need to ask you about this is if you cough now and she went and hid, what exactly do you do?
Well, I have over the years I've tried different things.
Well,
I
tell me what you've
try
tried.
okay. I've tried having little treats, tiny little treats, and perhaps if I'm going to cough, get a little treat. And if I'm coughing, offer her the treat. No interested. Tried that for weeks, months, even over the years.
Yeah.
I've tried, if I'm going to cough, I've tried cuddling her, holding her. Grabbles doesn't want to know, wants to get down and run off.
And
I
when she runs off, is she shaking?
mm, not desperately, but she's shaking.
Right, okay. And right, so what do you do after what do you do when if you cough now and she went into a panic, what exactly do you do after the
She's
event?
lying on her back with her legs in the air. Sorry, say that
Yes, I
again.
need to know exactly how you react when she does it.
How I react. I've tried different ways. I've tried, Mummy's going to COUGH now, darling, but it's
Now, I
all,
mean afterwards, how does she react?
well, I've tried telling her beforehand I'm going to do
Yes,
it,
no, I understand that.
and she,
Well, but everything she does has three things. One is what happens beforehand.
okay,
That's the antecedent, which you're telling me about. One is the actual thing itself while it's happening, and the other thing is what happens
afterwards,
afterwards, the effect,
okay.
the
I've
um
tried
the
I've,
result.
the result. Okay, when she's run off and hid or sat somewhere in a corner like this, shaking, I've tried going up to her, talking to her, asking
Mm.
her if she wants to go out and
Yeah.
play. Um, I've tried just ignoring it. And I've
Mm.
actually, at this point in time, I just go and say, it's all okay, darling, all okay, Bella, but mummy's going to do so and so. And I just leave her to it. And then
Mm.
after quarter of an hour, half an hour, she'll gradually come back out and come up to me. And I leave her to it now. And
Yes, there's nothing else you can do. So it doesn't sound to me as if there's anything you're doing after the event which is making it worse.
no, I don't think
Which
so.
is, I don't think there is. So we've got to keep this really tidy. First of all, we need to make a very graded passage, which we'll look at.
Mm.
And you've got to be really, really consistent what you do. And don't push her over beyond. You mustn't, it's like getting too close to the trains. If she's reacting at all, you need to go back again to the previous step. And you need to keep on all the time until you're getting it slowly, slowly, slowly. I would say that after it's happened, if you suddenly have a bout and it happens, I would absolutely have nothing to do with her at all. All right. So I think you're reinforcing it slightly with all the other stuff because you're making it more important than it is. You want to treat it like it was nothing more than when you hear a firework or she hears something, anything else, anywhere. Like you're not going to all of a sudden say, "Mummy's here," and da, 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 to her. You're going to take absolutely
Ignore.
your attitude towards it has to be it's nothing. That's all you can do because otherwise you're feeding more anxiety into it because, of course, you're dead concerned. I would be too. So I'd say that is, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at making a plan, what exactly for you to do. And every now and then something's going to happen because life happens and you're going to, um, every now and
Right.
then something will happen and you'll cough.
Yeah.
You know, if that
It will.
happens, do you
Mm.
know what I would do? I would try getting up and walking out of the room.
She can
Walk
hear
away from her.
me. You know, she can hear me right through the bungalow.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you've what we're going to do, if possible, you don't want any coughs out the blue. Suddenly she's too near the trains. Possibly. If we possibly can, we want to keep it
Okay.
graded on a ladder. But every now and then you might have to have a cough.
And I don't walk around very
Now,
fast,
what I'm
very
saying is
hard.
if you have to cough,
Go
instead
out.
of having anything to do with her, walk out.
Okay. Okay.
Go walk either out of the house or into the loo or somewhere you can shut a door.
Okay.
Go walk out on her and take no notice of her when you come back. You don't want to feed any of your own emotions into what the result is
Okay.
afterwards. It's got to be like nothing's happened.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So, um, starting off then, you're going to just
If you want to go over time today, I will pay you for the
no, I don't
extra
need to
time.
be paid. I'll carry
Okay.
on until we finish. No, no,
Well,
no, not, I don't
uh,
definitely don't want money.
well,
I've
I
got your
don't want
money.
you to feel
No, I want to get I want to, it doesn't matter. A
okay.
few bit of
Well,
extra time doesn't matter. But we make sure we have a plan. But we're nearly there now, so I know what we're going to do. First of all, you want to take very small breaths, not a big intake of breath, just a very small intake of breath. All right. And as you do so, I'm just thinking, is it as you do so? Immediately after you've done it, drop a little bit of something nice on the floor. Don't feed her in
ah,
the mouth, drop it on the floor. All right. Now, what you could do is perhaps get some fish treats or get some sprats. You can get sprats, can't you? Cut them up
well,
tiny.
I've got little weeny fishes.
Right. Okay. Put them in your pocket so she's not
Yeah.
sniffing around things. Don't have it in your hand.
No, no.
Okay. Give a little a little.
As I do that, drop one on the floor.
I'm just trying to think exactly when you're going to do this. She's not been clicker trained, has she?
No,
No. Okay. Um,
I
okay. I'm
start
just,
to do it, and she looks straight at me.
yes. Okay. So how about this then? I'm you. I'm going to take, and I've got my treats in my pocket. So I'm going to take a very small thing. She looks at me. I'll go, yes. And I'll drop food.
You're going to say yes and drop food.
Yes. I'm going to just say gentle. Yes. Not, yes. Good girl. Da, da, da. Nothing more. One word. Yes. And drop food.
Okay,
Now then, a little bit later, when she happens to be aware of me, because it's got to be
and
very
then
quiet.
and then do the deed.
Don't do you're going to have to do this about 20 times a day. Do it again. Um, just when she's actually near you and she's aware of you, a very small bit of breath, just enough to get her to look at you. Yes, drop her some food.
So I'm doing that when I don't even need to.
Oh, yes, you're doing it constantly.
Ah,
You are going to go on and on and on until she looks at you. You've taken a breath, and she thinks, oh, good, I'm going to get some food. All
okay.
right.
And I don't have to follow it through with a.
Never. No, 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 no. You
Oh,
must not cough if you can help it.
okay,
Or clear one. You're
okay,
going to start at the bottom of the ladder.
okay.
You're
So
going to
we're talking
start with
just
a small intake
okay,
of breath, lots of times until she's really happy looking at you and she's expecting the food. So she's
okay.
thinking,
20
I hear
times
that.
a day, 20 odd
Well, and
times.
just keep doing it until you know that she's really, really happy to hear that noise
Okay,
because it brings
okay.
food. And if you drop the food on the floor, it's
Yeah.
better than putting it in her mouth, really, because she hasn't got to look down and get it. She's
No.
got to keep
Yeah.
busy.
Okay.
Okay, now when you think she's really used to
Okay.
this, and you're better to go too slowly than too fast, make your intake of air a little bit louder,
Okay.
just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yes, just and be careful. If you've overdone it, be ready to go back to the level where she was okay and do it
Wow.
less of a big step. Okay.
Okay.
Now, you're at a stage now. you could take a little bit of inhalation and you could do a very small, the smallest sort of, like you're beginning to say, I love you, I. Just the smallest, do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Smallest bit. And as you go, you can go, and you'll go, yes, and drop her a bit of food. Okay. Now that might last you for 2 weeks until she's
I'm
really
going to be
happy
able to
with.
hear this back, aren't I?
Pardon?
I
Yes,
am.
you can have the video. Also, AI does a written summary,
Good
which you'll
girl.
probably get as well. So you can have a look at that.
Okay. She knows something is going on with the noises you're making.
Right. Well, what we need is if you think as you when you've done it for a little while that you don't have to say the word yes anymore, that's all right. She can look at you and you drop the food. You can drop out the word yes after a bit. Do you see? Anyway, here we are. We start off with the smallest intake of breath, and that's got to become something she's just so used to. Now make it a little bit noisier. Now
Right.
that gets something she's really used to. She's expecting food. Now then just add a small little something really, really small and in good food. And the next one really is make it a little bit more of a clearance, a little bit more, isn't it? And give her food.
This is so obvious, but it's so clever.
I think you need to make yourself a little list of how
Oh,
it
I
goes,
do.
and then you make
I
your
do.
clear and don't do and gradually, and don't always be in the same place when you do it.
Makes such sense. Yeah.
Walk about sometimes. Make it that these things happen in other places. So she's not thinking every time you're sitting on that particular seat, you might suddenly
No,
start.
no.
So,
I'm on board that.
and if she does react in any way, don't say, oh, I'm sorry, darling, I did that too soon.
Okay.
Nothing. You don't do anything. You just
Okay.
walk away.
Okay. Okay. Don't make
Right?
anything of it. It's just part of my
Absolutely. And you tell yourself, okay, I pushed ahead too fast.
life. Okay.
Or if her bucket's full with other things,
Okay.
she's not going to tolerate
Okay.
the it's going to,
Understand.
you can see now why I'm
I
saying
can
it'll slow down
understand.
her progress, because if
Yeah.
she's already up there a little bit
Yeah.
excited or
It's
worried
only
or
going to be
something,
a small.
you're going to find even an intake of breath is going to be too much because
Okay.
she's already up there. If you have a coughing fit or have a coughing and she goes totally mental, don't do anything for about 24 hours. You need to get that out of her system again.
Right. Right.
And then sort of perhaps go back. If you go back to the start, you'll push ahead quite quickly and catch up again.
Okay.
But I don't know how long it'll take, but that is the scientific way to go about it.
That sounds so sensible. She does read my face, and I do smile to give her. I don't know. I just smile at
I
her.
think what you need to do is think to yourself, my noise is my coughing, is nothing to do with her.
Okay, so don't smile at her.
Don't smile, don't warn her, don't do anything.
Okay.
Deal with the sound. Deal with the actual thing, starting with the drawing of breath. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
want, I think that it might be you're reinforcing it all the time by engaging with her
Okay.
without unknowingly,
Yeah.
unwittingly.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
That
But
makes.
it should work if you can do it, make your ladder steps small enough and take your time.
How long do you think then doing it? A day. I don't have an active life, Theo. My life is my Bella and going for strolls and meeting my
It
friends.
sounds absolutely perfect for her. It really does. I can't say how long it'll take. I mean, what'll happen? You may get a cold or something and have lots of
Well, this
coughing.
is
That'll
it,
set you
isn't it?
back.
Yeah.
It's life happens.
Yeah.
But bear in mind the train analogy. You need to keep at the threshold distance, which means in your case the softness, the softness
Yeah.
of what she can cope with, and do it lots of times to desensitize her. And all the time you're desensitizing her, you're getting a bit nearer. And then, you make sure she knows that when you draw breath and eventually when you make a little noise, she's going to get something she loves. Now, you might actually go and buy some sprats, little dried sprats, and cut them up into little bits because they're probably a lot better than those treats, because
Okay.
she needs to get something so lovely she doesn't get it any other time.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the only time she gets this is is
Right.
so she really learns to associate it with something wonderful.
And am I moving on from there once that hopefully
Well,
is
once you're
all
doing
off?
drawing breath, the next step's going to making a little tiny noise,
Yes.
a tiny noise. And
Yes.
when after several days of getting used to that, or however long it's going to take, you can
Yeah.
make the noise a little bit bigger, experiment with that and see what happens, and gradually do it till you're clearing your throat properly. And then you can have a little tiny cough. You need to do
Okay.
it very slowly until you're going to find suddenly that all of a sudden she's just not taking any notice of you when you cough. I'm sure if you take it slowly enough, it's up to you.
Well, you are
It's
amazing. I don't, I'm sure you don't remember how you were with us when she wouldn't walk downstairs when she was, very, very young.
it's a
But
similar sort of
it
thing, isn't
is
it?
a similar sort of thing.
Hmm.
And it worked so wonderfully, very easily, actually. She did catch on
Yeah.
very easily to
The
that.
thing is, she hadn't been doing it for years and years and years, had
No,
she? And
no,
it
this is
didn't.
a long time.
What this is doing is something which she's had 9 or so however many years doing
Nine
it,
years.
and she's genuinely terrified. And she's got to learn that you. It's like you, to her, you have suddenly changed from the lovely you that you are to something which is generating this noise, which she thinks is being shouted at.
So does she think I'm going to hurt her or do
I don't know, but I think she thinks the noise is being shouted at.
she never gets shouted at,
And well, she
whatever
does
she
because
does.
she thinks that is being shouted at.
Right.
I think she thinks it's directed at her. Put it like that.
Honestly, I can honestly say she never gets shouted at.
Well, I'm sure she doesn't, but you get my point?
Yeah,
Of
I
course she
do,
doesn't. And
totally.
you would never shout at her, but she thinks you are. Somebody in her life has yelled at her, I
Somebody in
think.
her life has, yes. I have,
Or if you were another dog and she was wary of you and you made that noise, it might sound a bit like growling to her. It might be sound like, some sound which
she
is quite
doesn't mind
aggressive.
other dogs doing things, but
Anyway, you've got what you've got. And I know if you can work at it slowly enough, that is the secret, working at it slowly. Make yourself a ladder and don't push past. And if you don't worry, if you suddenly go over it and you've made it frightened her, okay, either you were on a bad day, her bucket was full, or you went up too fast. Go back to the stage where she was okay and pick it up again from there. So if
okay.
you start clearing your throat and she starts panicking, right, go back to the drawing breath
Okay.
stage.
Okay. 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 I mean, it does make sense. And I
Mm.
didn't know how you were going to approach it, but it
Mm.
does make sense. The gentleman who was married to the breeder was a very heavy smoker, a northerner. They come from the north. Very, very heavy smoker, very abrupt.
Yes.
And I've never spoken to Shirley about it. I
Mm.
do occasionally speak to Shirley, but and
Well,
we
I mean, I'll tell you the sort of thing which could make a difference. If he's watching a football match and yelling at the team,
ah
there's all sorts of things that you could have which he'd be yelling, and the dog would not understand at all.
okay. Okay. I wouldn't, Shirley is a good breeder. She breeds at
I'm sure.
Crufts.
And most
But
men do yell at the television when it's
yeah,
football,
they
don't
do,
they?
I suppose. That's true. Okay. Okay. And it doesn't matter. I've got to move on from there. But I hate to
Yes, you've
think
got
that
what you've
she
got,
thinks
haven't
I
you?
was
It
going,
is what
yeah,
it is.
I would hate her to think I'm going to do anything nasty or that I'm cross
Of course you
for
wouldn't.
her.
And it's awful. This is terrible for you because um, you it's the very last thing you'd want to do to upset her.
I
Um,
absolutely adore her.
I'm
I
just going to
honestly,
turn the recording off. Hang on a minute.